Hi everyone, this is Mia, and today I'm going to present my work in progress of my Capstone project. So let me share my screen right now. So here you can see. So let me first give a brief introduction about my Capstone project and what I'm going to make. So I'm going to make an ARG. And since my research from last semester is focusing on the narratives perspective on alternate reality games, so and what I try to find out from last semester is how to use gameplay to tell a story, to how to use the gameplay as a support to the narratives of a story. So what I am planning to make this semester is, first of all, I need to write my own story and then use to design ARG and make this game to use all the game elements and the mechanisms to um to achieve to tell the story that I make. And here on this page, I provide some references of alternate reality games because since um, there are various alternate reality games, and so I think I need to first have an expectation about what I can make in this project. So I found these three ARG perfectly fit what I want to make. First of all, it's a White Door. It's an ARG made by the Rossi Lake Studio. And the reason I chose this as references is because this ARG perfectly balanced the narrative elements and the gameplay. Like this ARG, I think um it not only set different puzzles and mysteries for the players to solve, but also those gameplays are perfectly embedded in their story. And I think this is somehow the effect that I want to achieve. So I think this is will be a really valuable references of my ARG. And then the next one is the Project Titan. I chose this because this is an ARG made by a group of undergraduate students. Uh, since there are so many large scales ARG like Frog Fraction and also other ARGs that made by large company to promote their films or games, those are not the ARGs that I can make because I'm doing my Capstone project on my own. I don't have those energy and time or money to develop a real large scale ARG. So I think this student project is really valuable for me to have an expectation, like what kind of scale how big of this game that I can make. And the third one is Remembering August. This is a game that based on sending and receiving letters. Um, I chose this because I think uh, this game it bridges the virtual world or fictional world and the reality. The user need to write and send letters, and this is really different from other ARGs because it's used a more direct way for the user engagement or participation. So I think this is a really good way to explore in the narratives. So since other ARG like the White Dwarf or the Project Titan is basically based on the web, like almost like everything in the narrative of ARG is happened online. And remember August, like using the real letters, and it bridges the virtual world and the reality. And I think those kind of engagement can improve the narratives in ARGs. And this is also what I'm going to add in my own ARG. So the next part, I'm going to talk about the story that I made for this ARG. It's pretty much finalized, but I think there are still some little details can be revised or refined. So my ARG will discuss the relationship between memory and cognition, and does our cognition come from memories and experiences that we have, or do memory shape our cognition? So this story begins with an person who lost the ability to retrieve and create the episodic memory. And here is the synopsis, a very short version of the whole story. And mm, uh, it doesn't. This synopsis doesn't contain the ending of the story because I don't want spoiler alert. I don't want like to show everything of this story, because there will be there will be some subtle design at the ending of the story. So yeah. So for the synopsis or the main plot of this ARG is you lost all your episode memories and ability to encode and evoke the episodic memories. And after a car accident, you were able to live, but you lost almost everything was once important to your life. You kept a diary to try to remember all the things, but at the end of the day, you're still remembering nothing of the past experiences. You only knew they were once happened, and one day you received a package and a letter from yourself telling you to find how to find your own memories, and then you began the journey of finding what happened in the past, and what are the relationship between all the experiences and your memory, and even about yourself. Yeah, this is pretty much the main story of the ARG. And the narrative structure or the concept come from the function, the mechanisms of the hippocampus. The hippocampus is pretty much like an app, a map to store the connections between your senses of cortex and um your feelings. Like it doesn't store your memory directly, but it stores the nodes, like how they connect to each other. And I think so when you are remembering something, you try to retrieve a part of memory. You are not like using the hippocampus to it's not like a database, but it pretty much like you find a map and you follow the map to the different senses, like what you see at the moment, what you hear at the moment, and then you gather all the pieces together, and then you in your mind it's like an episode that you finally remember what happened that day at that moment. So this is also the narrative structure of my ARG, because I think they are really similar. Like they can be a metaphor for each other. Yeah. And on this page, I'm going to talk about the game mechanism, or the media or platform elements that I planned of developing this ARG. So the main experience for the user is pretty much like playing a puzzle. There are two stages of playing this certain puzzle. First of all, you need to collect the pieces. You need to find the pieces of the puzzle, and then you need to put them together and solve the puzzle. So the entrance of this ARG will be a letter that the user will receive, and this is how the letter look like. And they will also receive this letter in this envelope. And this letter will lead to the webpage of the neuroscience lab, the fictional neuroscience lab. And on the website there, it's pretty much will be the center of this whole game mechanism, because the user will find some information on this website, and they also need to this website also will lead them to other platforms like YouTube videos or like or other websites or other media, like they will find other photos, they will find other videos, audios, and they need to decode the information from those mediums and platforms, and then go back to the website and using the information they find to solve the puzzle and solve the like find some login passwords on this webpage, and then find the end, and then the whole process will lead to them to the ending of this ARG, and the ending will be presented in the final IMA Capstone show. And this is the what I plan of this ARG. I will explain more in details on the following pages. So this is what I've developed so far. This, as you can see, the first picture is the letter, the entrance letter that the user will receive for entering this game. Like if you sign up to participate in this game, and you will receive a letter like this, and this letter will lead to other source of this or other threads in this ARG. And this picture is the ID card of the fictional neuroscience lab, and it will also be physical. And in the corner, this is the web page of this fictional lab, and here I have this live demo of the website. I've already finished almost most part of the wireframe, and the user will need to collect information from different pages, and they will first need to look through all the pages and collect the information. And this page is not development yet, but like there will be a test. The user can input the information that they find from the website, and then there also will be a login page and lead to a secret page that the user find. So this is the pretty much what the website have. And yeah, this is what I've developed so far. And also I have a Notion page to document in more details about this whole ARG. As you can see here, this is the page, and you can all the process of development are on this Notion page, and I developed what I've done in different sections like narratives, game mechanisms, development timeline, checklist, and question problems. And here we can see that on the checklist, there are more details about how I made this project. For example, the logo of the lab. There will be a concept of the logo and the visual references and what did I try. Also like the about the letter, what the effects that I want to achieve, what kind of things that I want to make. I post them on the Notion page, and here you can see, yeah, they are in the details about the development. Yeah, so this is pretty much what I have so far, and I hope to make this whole game in real life. Yeah, thank you for listening.